Hello, Ray Nick Hero here. Welcome to Really Quick Java. Less of me talking, more about the Java. We need to start combining the knowledge that we're acquiring from the different chapters and the tutorials and all this other wonderful stuff. And I want to use this video real quickly to kind of combine variables, more specifically, modulo operation and decisions. Let's go up to I'm already there. Let's go up to the J shell, kind of my Java interpreter. And if you remember, quick review here, we do modulo operation, and I say for modulo 2, it returns a 0. And if I do the same thing, but now with a 5, it returns a 1. Now, we have to put on our computer logic or our programming logic hat. If I say what is a even number, everybody's going to say it's any number divisible by 2, right? That makes sense. But we have to teach the computers to do that when we do our program. So what we can say in computerese is if we divide a number and we get no remainder, a remainder of 0, no remainder, then it's an even number. If we divide by 2 and we get a remainder of 1, then we know that's an odd number. There's only two possibilities: 0, it's even, or 1, it's odd. So we're at the point now I'm going to be using more IDEs than the interpreters. I'll jump back and forth to interpreter, but let's jump to Replit. All right. And yes, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I already have the code written on one screen, so I'm going to do a lot of cutting and pasting. First thing I'm going to do is I want to create a program that I can type from the keyboard. So we're going to bring our old friend. We're going to import the scanner class, and then we're going to create the actual class of this program. We're going to call it main. Remember, the class has to match the name of the file. And I'm going to put some spaces in here. We're hitting the wrong keys there. We're getting our braces lined up. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a scanner object. We're going to instantiate a scanner object. So again, to save time, you don't have to see me type all the time. All right, so we're instantiating a scanner object. We're gonna, scanner class. We're gonna create our own. Again, we can call it Mary or Bob. It's gonna be new, and we're gonna get it from the keyboard. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna initiate or declare all our variables that we are going to use for this program. All right. Now, a couple things of a little bit of interest. Just pay attention. We're only going to use two numbers. Both of them are going to be integer. We're going to use the number that we're going to type in, and we want a remainder. Remember, the remainder is 0 or 1, and then we're going to use some Boolean logic. All right. So now, sorry for the spacing. Let us make it a little bit clean. Or say, system out to the screen. What is your number? And number, that integer value, is going to be taken from that scanner object called scanner, next integer. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to see what the remainder is. Right? And here's our operation. Remainder is going to be equal to the number that we got from the keyboard, and modulo operation on that too. So remainder is only going to be a 0 or it's going to be a 1. Now let's do our logic. Let's do our branching or decisions. All right. And we're going to say if the remainder is equal to 1, always make sure that your brace is lined up. If the remainder is equal to 1, we know it's an odd. Now here we're going to use our Boolean logic, and we're going to say, yep, it's odd. That's going to be equal to true. This is why I'm copying and pasting here. And even is going to be false. All right. So if we get a remainder of 1, we know it's an odd number. We're going to set our Boolean operators odd to true, even to false. And going to do kind of the exact same thing, but I'm going to use the else here. And I'll do some quick copy and pasting, trying to make this video as quick as possible. Clean it up a little bit. Whoops. And we say if remainder is equal to 1, odd is true. Trying to line this up. Make it look nice. If remainder is equal to 1, then odd is true, even is false. And then else, again, there's only condition. It's either a 1 or a 0. If it's 0, then odd is false, even is true. Let's verify it. And again, let's use some decisions or branches. And we're going to use the Boolean logic here. And I'm going to say if odd, then do something. We're going to cut and paste, save a little time. So if it's odd, just print out the number is odd. Boring program, just meant to be very, very quick. I'm not going to do an else here. I want to experiment with the true Boolean logic here. So I'm going to just have another decision. And I'm going to say if it's even, there's my braces. Do my cut and paste. Lined it up. All right. Program looks ready to go. Let's double check things. We imported the scanner. We have the public class main. Oh, we did forget something, and you guys should have caught me on this. We did not have a main method here. So give me a second to put the main method in. Sorry about that. We're going to need an extra brace down here. Sorry about that. And so we have everything pretty much lined up. I could do some indentation, but just real quick here. So we have the public class, then we have the main method. And then we instantiate a scanner object. We declare our variables. We prompt the user for an integer. We gather that integer. We do a modulo operation. If it's 1, then we know it's odd. If it's even, then if it's 0, we know it's even. So we, up here, our Boolean operation. And then down here, we'll run this. Now, if things line up, let's run this. All right, what is your number? Little Easter egg for Halo, 117. We have odd. If I run it again, and I can use any big number. It's not that complicated of a program. Again, it's more of a demonstration of combining the subject matter from different areas. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As a number, and sure enough, it works. So we're combining the subject matter from different areas, from variables, from integers, booleans, modular operation, etc. Now, later on, when we start getting into creation of our own methods, this might be a nice method that we could potentially create and use. Say, you know what? Sometimes you need to find out if the number is even or odd. So, that being said, let's go learn something.